Sheriff's office. Anybody inside? Make yourself
We're in
known.
the courtroom now. There's a lot of people in here just standing.
I'm not leading this courthouse shootout. Someone else can do this one.
There's no shootout. We're trying to find the suspect. That's all.
Yep, we have someone detained on the second floor.
No
Maeve!
shootout, Slacks.
To the third floor right now.
Riker.
Reference that latest
Somebody had a
911
gun in
Ukraine.
the courtroom, said case adjourned, and
Tenth floor, we
shot
know
them
top
both
floor, we're
and
76.
prosecutor.
Could be all the way up top.
Son of...
Those are the exact same words that somebody uttered when they shot up the council. That's crazy.
Looking forward.
Chief Justice Crane is saying somebody came with a gun, shot both the prosecutor and Maeve and the Riker. I need EMS over here. EMS now. Here.
It was meeting adjourned before.
Hat, glasses, bandana.
Who's got?
We're about to clear the fully top floor. We're about to clear
Decker,
all
do you
the
know
way
how to do
up.
medical?
I don't
Come
know,
help
pretty
me.
well disguised.
Pick one. I got Riker. Get Maeve.
Who was your friend in here, Richard?
I don't remember. I was looking at.
I was
little-
there before him.
I was looking at Mr. Miller.
Shut the fuck up.
The
Riker.
only thing I
Maeve.
remember
Riker.
was them yelling, and I saw their back as they ran out. So I saw they had like glasses behind their ears, a bandana mask, and a hat, but I didn't really get much of it.
Slacks, that lady right there might
I was staring at the attorney and the
I'm busy right now, little tugs. I'm busy.
the witness.
in the mask.
I got my hands full of blood right now. Give me a second.
Clear fourth floor.
She's touching his body. She's robbing something.
Ma'am,
She's
ma'am,
robbing
Loki,
something
Loki,
from
can
her.
you get this woman away from here?
She's contaminating a crime scene.
Ma'am, can you back up, please, for me, please? If you're not involved, back up.
That might be one of the suspects.
Loki, what's the description?
Yeah, sure. I'll just walk out of the courtroom to my death again. Thanks, Petey.
I'm trying to ask
You can stay here. Nobody's saying you have to leave the city hall right now.
That's great. Thanks,
Alright,
Alex.
this first clear.
Pink was just our
She could
negotiator.
be the killer.
Alright, make sure you get her ID. If you're at the courthouse, you're not directly helping with the downed individuals.
They're
start
not
getting
responding
things
at
to
all.
people in
They're
the
all
courtroom.
unconscious. Chief Justice, can I get your statement real quick regarding what happened here?
That all masks
Yeah.
Okay.
government property.
Mason, can you help? Frost and Mason, can you help out with scene control and taking evidence?
Yep, that's what I'm
They had a
gonna
mask.
do.
Yeah, I'll do evidence.
I got evidence.
Bell, can you help out?
Investigation.
Can you help out with
358
asking people what they saw? I'm gonna throw a report right now.
I'm already literally doing that.
Okay, amazing, perfect. I'll talk to the Chief Justice then.
And a black
If I could
sweater,
just get
long
over here.
sleeves.
I was doing this appeal for Mr. Miller. Uriel was prosecuting. There was Maeve and Riker, who were the cops.
Keep in mind, guys, that everybody in this courtroom
Mr.
is detained until they all
Miller,
give a statement.
the prosecution had finished their testifying. It went to the defense. The defense had called Riker. They recalled him. They had called Tony Lung as a witness, who's an attorney. They had just wrapped up those two witnesses, and Mr. Miller was about to testify. I had just finished swearing him in. I was talking to him and the attorney. I was preparing my notes, and as I was looking down at my notes to, get ready to start listening to the questioning of Mr. Miller, I heard someone yell out, "Court case adjourned." Uriel, or maybe it was "Hey Uriel, court case adjourned." It was one of the two. You know what I mean? It's like his name plus court case adjourned. I don't know which way it was. And then I heard 3 or 4 shots, and I looked over, and all of them were on the ground. I saw a
yeah, I believe we did.
Well, so go back. So I heard someone yell, "Court case adjourned," and then what happened?
Even the meeting.
It was court case adjourned, Uriel, or "Hey Uriel, court case adjourned."
No,
One
not
of the
that
two.
one. The
He was
waiting room.
specifically addressed. And then I heard the shots right
Clear
after
the-
that
the
statement was
second
made.
floor courtroom.
I looked up. I saw them on the ground, meaning Uriel and the two cops, Maeve and Riker. And then I saw a gunman fleeing, but I only caught the back of him. He had like some form of glasses. You could see the little hooks in the back of his ears. A bandana mask
When you
and
have
a
the
hat.
evidence, I'm gonna go back to MRPD.
But like I said, I was looking primarily to my right towards the defense attorney and
So
her
you only-
client, Mr. Miller.
When you look to your left, or it would have been to your left, right? If you're
Yeah, when I looked to
An
my left, I
individual in
saw
a
the
black
3 of them down on
jumpsuit
the
and black
ground, and
ski
I
mask
saw a
just ran
figure
into the
running
front
out.
doors of the courthouse.
and I saw
Officers in the courtroom.
figure went out.
I do remember
People that are
that
standing over there.
just
I don't- everyone's
prior
giving
to
random description.
Mr. Miller's
They don't all match
testimony,
up.
during Mr.
Black
Lung's
Book.
testimony, there was a gentleman who had kind of the same getup with the hat and the glasses and a mask. And I remember thinking to myself briefly about stopping
people
the
in, like, the
testimony and
courtroom?
asking him to remove
Yeah,
the
yeah, there was
mask
a court
because
case going on.
he was in front of the bar standing next to Mr.
So,
Miller
you put a report up?
and Mr. Miller's
Yep, 0 1.
attorney. But she would have had her back to them.
776 CMC.
But right as I
47.
thought about saying something, the
Give it up in the
gentleman
courtroom, that's fine.
who was wearing
going out
the
the side
mask
door
and the
back.
hat and the glasses then walked back behind the
2076
bar.
RPD
So
evidence.
I went back to focusing on the testimony and I ignored pretty much everything else.
Oh, walked away. And what do you walk away to?
Right.
Where?
Do we have any units
I
go to the
don't
hospital
remember.
with the
All I
two
cared
officers?
about was whether he was past the bar or
okay.
not with a mask on.
Okay.
So as soon as he started walking through the bar to go back, I just kind of
723
went back to look at the
CMC.
testimony.
Injured officers.
And can you give me a description one more time, that individual, the first time you saw him?
Bandana tied behind his neck, like, you know, covering his mouth and his nose.
This is Mr. K. I know for a
Some
fact.
kind of sunglasses.
I know this is Mr. K. I can
Not
smell
like the kinds Bones wears, like more like the kind I wear, you know, like wire rimmed or something. And then like a
Special
like a
2023
bowler hat
RPD evidence
almost.
processing.
I don't really remember what he was wearing for clothes. I just remember because it was literally like a second where I was listening to testimony and I was looking up at the attorney, and behind the
Individual
attorney
in,
I saw a
black
guy wearing a
sweater,
mask
the same
past the
one
bar
looking
standing
back
next to
at
the
the courthouse.
defendant.
I see.
Step
Okay.
up the record.
And
I
then
just thought to myself for a split second, I should tell that guy to get his mask off
This
or
is
get
the
behind
second
the
time he's
bar.
come in here. The
But
next
right as I
time,
thought
I'm
that
gonna
thought
try
and
to
thought
do
to
a
say
fire
something,
test
he
on-
walked behind the bar anyway. So I was like, all right, well, you know, and I went back to the testimony.
And then the second
Keep it
time
plastic
after
on.
after the shots fired.
Barely it was just like a flash of movement running out the doors. I roughly could say maybe it was the same person, but I couldn't be 100% sure.
Hmm. But no.
I mean, all this happened like very, very quickly.
Okay.
I would say maybe,
Do we have a bike leaving the courthouse?
I don't know, less than a minute between first seeing the gentleman and then hearing the gunshots.
Stop him.
It was
Whoever's
all-
that, stop him. Detain him.
It was all pretty quick.
Individual just left from the second floor down.
A motorcycle driving through?
Yeah, whoever it is, stop
detain
him.
him.
Yeah. Sounded like Siobhan.
252, it was Siobhan Thoroughbred. I got her statement.
Why is she riding a bike in the courthouse?
Okay. And
Your guess is as good as
after it
mine.
happened, what transpired? After that person ran out the door, what happened?
I immediately 911 after informing Mr. Miller that it was a mistrial, kind of sardonically, you know, like, well, I guess that's the definition of a mistrial because the prosecutor and the prosecuting witnesses are all on the floor with a gunshot wound. And then I 911 to you guys, which you have, so you know what I said. And then I
Okay.
kind of just walked over into the corner and stood there in shock.
Let's see.